So Vanni feels like the team kind of self-destructed a little bit out there. Started well, good first 10, 15 minutes. How did you see that one play out?
Yeah, I think that again, you're right. We started very well. We were, I would say, in the field very well. We were winning the ball high. We were playing the game that we wanted to play, being very aggressive on the wide side and trying to attack them in behind. And we had several chances. I counted three chances: one with Beppe, one with Fafa, and then when Fafa and Beppe and Giuseppe, they ran into each other on a cross of Sebastian. And yeah, we were doing well. We had unfortunately an easy ball that to clear. Unfortunately, Giovanni made a mistake, but that can happen, and we conceded a goal. And then I didn't like the next 20 minutes. From the first goal to the end of the first half, I actually really didn't like it because we kind of became flat, like okay, boom. Even if we played well at the beginning, we started to be very, very, I would say, even scared. The white player weren't pressing that much. The number 8s weren't pressing that much. It was easy for them to get the ball. So we were defending well in our final third, but we weren't doing anything. Then we did another individual mistake with Fafa, who made a bad control or a bad decision, and we conceded the second goal. And so it was like it became like a mountain to climb. Second half, we made some changes to try to enhance more the aggressiveness, to put Brian and Ryan Raposo to help Goldie and have three guys up top when we were pressing. Unfortunately, the plan went a lot sideways after 5 minutes when Shopfi got the red card, the second yellow, and then from that it was like being very structured to not to concede the third goal and stay in the game. We did it very well, and we had a couple of half chances, but we actually never had a chance. Maybe there was a half a penalty, to be honest, but after the red card, being one man down and two goals down, the thing that is completely again pissing us off, me off, is that again we scored the two goals of them. We scored because they didn't score the goal. We did, and we had clearer chances than them before them to score, and we didn't score. So yeah, it's a little bit frustrating, but again, we'll have to work and to be better on Saturday against St. Louis. That's the only way.
Watching that second half from up high, you saw the players' body language. They seemed frustrated. I've never seen Ryan Gauld look as frustrated in a game. Did it come across to you on the sidelines that the frustration was there?
It was. There was frustration. There was frustration because, of course, you're down and you cannot go and try to, because we were 10 men basically. And but I told the players at the end of the first half that it's not this way to project something in order to try and get back of our results, like pointing fingers or whatever, or being frustrated. We need to help each other, and I have to be honest, probably Ryan looked a little bit frustrated, but also he worked his ass off in trying to win the ball back and trying to help and putting crosses in the box, trying to go 1v1. The second half, it's really hard to comment more than the effort, to be honest. We were 10 men, and we basically didn't concede a shot. So the first half, again, I'm very, 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 very disappointed for the performance after the first goal. Up the first goal, I think we were doing a good job.
That result sees the Timbers go ahead of you. You're down to 9th currently in the standings. You've got a home game coming up, which is usually a good thing, but the home form's been patchy, and then a really tough 3-game road stretch.
Yeah.
How do you lift the guys, and are you feeling the pressure now?
Yeah, we lift each other through work and through rewarding the guys that I'm gonna see the most ready and aggressive and willing to go this week. That's what we did this week. we were trying to do a reset on Brian. Unfortunately, he came on and then he had that little injury. Hopefully, it's nothing. And giving chance to player like Bovalina that had and Fafa that the last 3 games was on the bench. He came on, give him in the start and try to, I would say, give the message to everyone that everyone can be a protagonist. Everyone needs to be ready to go. And but the most important thing is trying to be more. I would say confident in ourselves. That's the word. That's, I think, the big word, because after the first goal, the tactical transformation of the team, that it became like a team that was all behind and no one was trying to press. It was like something that we need to improve for sure.
Thank you, Michael. We will now go to Joshua.
Hi, Vanni.
Hi.
So that's 2 wins in your last 10 for you guys. Is there anything in particular that you were most concerned about, not just from tonight, but overall in the last few
Well, we
weeks?
don't score goals, guys. Tonight we had the possibility to score 3 goals. We didn't score. Last week in New England we had the possibility to score goals and we didn't score. Then we can say that last year we were unlucky because they scored 2 goals from distance and one was a deflection, and today we make 2 mistakes. But if we don't score goals, it's hard. And so that's the most, I would say, the first thing. The second thing is of course, the lack of result brings lack of confidence, and we need to bring back the confidence in order to be the team that is aggressive, that is on the face of the opponents. That is the only our characteristic, not the only, the main characteristic that make us a team that is really hard to play against.
Do you have a follow-up, Joshua?
And I remember after the Miami game, you said that you and the coaching staff would make some tactical adjustments.
Yeah.
After a loss like this, do you foresee any more tactical adjustments heading into next week?
Well, I don't know. It's also hard because to make tactical adjustment, because we won't have a lot of midfielders. We were already a little bit in emergency today, and we had to play the first 45 minutes with Mati in the midfield, and then the next week we're not going to have Shofi again because he's going to be suspended. So I think the most important thing, more than the tactics, is to see who's ready to go next week.
Thanks, Vanni. Safe travels back home.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joshua. We'll go to Felipe.
Hey, Vanni, wanted to pick up on something that you mentioned there, is about the available personnel. Ever since Andres Cuas has left on international duty, it's been a little bit difficult for the team to make up for the loss that he has today. We saw Matias be in that 6th position, Sebastian be out wide. Is that you trying to figure out different ways to get the best out of players to try to sort of make up what Cuas does for the team?
Yeah, of course, we try to do something that is helpful for the team. What we want to do today is having Sebastian wide because it was aggressive, and I think it was the right move. He made 3 assists in the first 20 minutes, and having Matias as a 6 that actually did okay. He did okay. We had to change at the end of the first half because we wanted to try to make something even more aggressive. But yeah, we have to figure it out, a way to be structured and aggressive at the same time, and every week it's a challenge on that, but not because Andres is not there, because even if Andres would be here now, would be a challenge because everyone else it's probably in a little bit of a down. So yeah, it's more of a team thing, it's more of a coaching staff thing, it's more of a regrouping thing, and we need to be better.
And then talking a little bit about the attack, you mentioned Sebastian there in the first 15 minutes had 3 really good opportunities to put an assist on the board. But do you feel like then in the attack right now there's a little bit of miscommunication, players not being on the same wavelength, because you're getting the ball into the box, you're creating these chances, but it feels like some of the players aren't making a run or making a gamble to get into the box to get on the end of those?
I don't know. Today, of course, the chemistry between Fafa and Gold is different than the chemistry between White and Gold. But again, if the ball arrived there and the player is there, in front of the net is not a problem of communication; it's a problem of execution at the end, and that's the execution. Unfortunately, hasn't been good again, because again, first 20 minutes, if you're up 2-0, no one says anything, and so it's more of a problem to I don't want to be very basic, but be better in some moments. And then I agree with you that we could do better in the second half. Even if we were 10, we had a lot of chances there, going there wide cross. I gotta be honest, in the second half we were attacking on the far end, so it's very hard to see the movement inside the box. But we'll analyze if we have to correct something of that what we do in the second half. I think in the first half, the actual movement and the actual spacing in attack until the first goal was actually okay.
And then last one for me, Ryan Gauld has been huge for you in terms of output in the last few weeks, but it's obviously difficult to try to rely everything on one player to create the goals and also to put them away. How important is it to focus for not only the next game, for the next little while, to try to get other players involved to just kind of relieve a little bit of that pressure on your captain?
Yeah, it's the main job that we need to do. It's the main job that we need to do. The main job that we need to do is how to figure it out, how to score, how to finish the chances, and to make this team scoring more goals, and to make this team being more aggressive, because now we are in control of the game because we're winning and not we're losing, and it's completely different. So that's we cannot expect that Ryan scored 2 goals every game. So it's he can, and today he didn't have the possibility to make shots and something, but we need to rely a lot on him because it's our best player, and we will rely on him next week, Wednesday, the following Saturday, because we need him, but we need the entire team. So it's always about the team. It's not about the player, only one player.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Felipe, and we'll finish Vanni's part with Har.
Yes.
Thank you, Nathan. Hi, Coach Vanni.
Hi.
Your team had more yellows against you, more fouls called. Ryan Repulso got kicked. Brian got an elbow to the head. Your thoughts on the way that this was officiated, because it certainly had an impact on the game?
Yes, a little bit. I think that I want to be completely clear. We didn't lose because of the referee, so that's the thing. But at the same time, I think that the first yellow for Schoff is not a yellow because he just tripped and he make a foul, not because he wanted to make a foul. And I think that probably there was a couple of more yellows for them. But again, this is in the economy of the game, and it went against us today, and we don't have to hide our fingers, say that we lost because of the ref or because of a bad call. So yeah, the ref will analyze his performance like we analyze our performance.
And how is Brian? You mentioned him a little bit earlier. Is he alert?
Yeah, no, he's okay. He's
okay.
He's okay. So let's say he's okay for someone who had that kind of thing. He had to put some stitches basically, but is very well. We took him off. I would say mainly for precaution because he was bleeding. So that's the thing. But he's totally fine. He will be evaluated in the next day. For what I've seen, it seems that it's going to be available very, very soon. So.
Thanks, Coach. Safe travels.
Thank you so much.